Hello Vikings and welcome back to the channel. There is a bit of a lull both in my own interest and to some extent in everyone else's interest in actually playing War Thunder currently. Hopefully that'll change soon with the upcoming update. In case you haven't seen, the teaser trailer for the update was released today. I will put that somewhere. Yeah, the A10 is coming, but something I'm more excited for is the LEV family of vehicles. The AD Air Defense version was in the trailer, and really that was about it of noteworthy stuff. So yeah, go watch that if you haven't already. Might get you a bit hyped. Um, in the meanwhile, or well, when you get back, pause this video and get back afterwards, or wait until afterwards, I don't know. Anyway, I will do a top 5 naval, blue water to be specific, because I don't really know what else to do a top 5 on, because I've done a lot of these in a very short time. Um, so yeah, at number 5, we got the American USS Cowl. One of the initial ships that got me into naval, way back when, you couldn't really fight anything bigger than a light cruiser, I believe. I don't even think heavy cruisers were in at that time. Um, so yeah, it has 5 quite fast firing guns, it has good AA, it has okay-ish torpedoes. I mean, torpedoes in this game in general aren't the most useful unless you're in the perfect situation. You can just kind of spam them at a bottleneck, or your point blank range. But yeah, dual purpose 5 inch, 5 dual purpose 5 inch. That's the way that sentence is supposed to be spoken. We got 5 twin 40 mils and a crap ton of 20 mils single scattered about the place. So yeah, pretty good overall. At number 4, we're gonna go here. We got the Nostrashimi. I don't actually know how to pronounce that, but sounded Russian. Um, only gets 4 guns, but it is 130 millimeter, and they are pretty fast firing. At least in the first stage ammo. But in addition to some fairly decent torpedoes and the pretty good main armament, we have these bastards. Quad 45 autocannons. I think they might actually be the biggest legitimate autocannon in the game. And I mean, you get 8 of them per broadside, and they can really pack a punch. And of course, you get radar and all that fancy stuff because this is a very post-war vehicle. It's from the 60s, I believe. So yeah, that's my number 4. Only reason it's not higher up is because it doesn't have more guns. At number 3 is where we got to. We got yet another destroyer. We got the Z-25. I believe this is an old Battle Pass vehicle, or one of the first Battle Pass vehicles. But you have the Z-32, I think it's called. Actually, let's go look. Z-32, which is very identical. It just has one more main turret and slightly less AA. But yeah, it has some walloping big guns for a destroyer. Has 150 millimeter guns. Actually, are they 152 or I don't know. Big guns, as in light cruiser caliber guns. And as you may notice from this long ass freaking card over here, an absolute shit ton of various AA mounts. You got the two quad uh 20s back here, basically two verbal wins on your back. You got, let's see, you got an additional single 20 mil somewhere. It's right there. Then you got four quad 20 mils, then there, and same on the other side. And just to top it off, you got the two quad, not quad, the two twin 37s, and then another six scattered about the place. So, yeah, absolute shit ton of AA in this thing, on top of pretty damn good guns. And, I mean, again, torpedoes aren't, like, amazing, but they also aren't terrible, so, you know, they're there, is probably the best way of putting it. And yeah, I mean, set 32 is very similar. It just has one more turret and slightly less AA. At number two? Are we already at number two? Holy crap, I'm going through this fast. Well, not really, I'm blabbering on a lot. At number two, we have the HMS Belfast. I actually visited her in London in 2016 and spent, oh, way too many hours. I spent the entire day. I was there a few hours after they opened and was there until they closed. Literally spent the entire day at board at Belfast. Um, I mean, that is a lot of the reason why she's my number two. I've been on this ship, like literally this ship, and seen all the inner workings. Been in, oh, was it one of the no, it has been this turret. The very front turret. I've literally been inside there. And stood on the bow, and I ended up having, I ended, what did I ended, oh, it's been a while. I think it was here? I don't know. Somewhere in this midsection, I ended up having lunch on a bench. Uh, I bought one of those supermarket sandwiches and a soda, a bag of crisps, of course, because that's just lunch in the UK. And ended up sitting on a bench somewhere about midships, enjoying my lunch. Fairly late lunch. It was like 2. So yeah, I mean, really, that's why this is number 2. I've been on board. I've been on the bridge and took a picture out the window from the captain's chair. I've been looking straight down into the 40 mil turrets here at the front. Just lots of personal reasons why this is so high, and it's also a fairly fun ship to play because it has good fire rate and pretty good AA. Anywho, I think that was enough about the Belfast and my story with it. Oh yeah, also the engine room is an absolute freaking pain. I mean, I am no small person, and I am 6 feet tall, and pretty broad-shouldered, and at the time I hadn't been in the army yet, so I was also a bit round. wasn't exactly fat, but there was a bit of belly. And this engine room is just a nightmare to move around in when you are tall and broad-shouldered. Anyway, on to number one, which is, oh, I just said all the wrong things. Japanese, the Suzuya. This was actually the first tech-free cruiser, well, top cruiser I unlocked back in the day. And just 1,555 millimeter guns combined with a fairly good amount of armor, as the Mogami class just has pretty good armor on the whole. Made for quite the beast before battleships, and everything was heavy cruisers. I believe heavy cruisers were still a thing, but they weren't as advanced back when I got this. So yeah, absolutely pummeling people with lots of fast-firing guns and not taking too much of punishment in return, as long as they didn't hit torpedoes. I had a lot of fun in this thing. The AA on it absolutely sucks, but can't have it all. Can't have it all. So yeah, a strong contender to the Suzuya and Mogami class in general, because the actual Mogami is also quite fun. Same ship, just a gun less per turret, so 5 guns less, but 203 instead of 155. AA still sucks on her though, so yeah, but also not bad. But a very strong contender to the Mogamis is the Tone, which again is a heavy cruiser, and I mean, a bit unusual one, has all the guns on the front, all 4 turrets of two 20 centimeter, or 203s to be more exact. But I mean, long range and medium range AE still sucks, because that's comprised of 427 millimeter guns on each side. Not the best at that. But the close range AA on this thing is absolutely insane, as it is littered with 25 millimeter guns all over the bloody place. Sure, they aren't the best, but sometimes just volume of fire is enough. Anyway, yeah, my actual number one, the IGA-N Suzuya, Imperial Japanese Navy Suzuya. Also a pretty good looking ship, but raw firepower and armor used to be among the best in the entire game. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Bit of a long drawn video, lots of babbling on about personal experiences. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next one, and yeah, that's really it. Thanks for watching, and bye.